In the words of the legendary Angry Rat Man, who let his soul rest in peace, there is no passion, there is no vision, there is no aggression in this football club. Of course, he said more, but I don't want to get this stream demonetized, so I'm not going to say the rest. But as he said, and he said it best, as I said, may his soul rest in peace continually. Ah, CFC doesn't stand for Chelsea Football Club. It stands for Christmas Football Club. And you know why I say that? Before I continue, I'm not even supposed to be doing this stream. I'm supposed to be resting. But I cannot have wasted 90 minutes of my life and more and not have mentioned or give my 2 cents on Chelsea sessions. I channel that's supposed to be therapeutic for instances like this. I have to do this. I'm sorry. I have to do this stream because as much as I need to take rest, I cannot go on with the week like this. And as you see the title, you know what I'm talking about. CFC. I had to use some AI generated picture because I couldn't have put anything together quickly to do this. I just had to just find it, so that's why it's in red. It's supposed to be in blue, but right now I'm running on red, so it doesn't matter. Red represents how heated I am right now. So perhaps blue, because blue means here if the sky is blue and everything's beautiful. It's not beautiful. It is red, and it is radiantly red. That is what it is, radiantly red. But I'm gonna just play this audio from a voice message I was sending to a good friend of mine because I can't talk any further for now. I need to take a 5 minutes break. But this stream needs to go on. So let me continue. Let me just play this. Let me just play this. Listen, man, I'm telling you, you cannot tell me anything about Maresca ever again. I am telling, and this is what I'm saying. And when I say it, people say that I have an agenda against the manager. But it's called common sense. It's not even about ball knowledge, it's about common sense. Understanding your players is the most essential thing when it comes to being a football coach. As a matter of fact, being any coach at all. Because if you don't understand the person that you have, you're setting yourself up for failure. You either expect too much from them when they cannot do things, or you expect too little from them if you don't know anything about them. This stupidness, Maresca keeps doing this nonsense. Why did you take off Andre Santos and bring on Mark Gu? Take off João Pedro. Pedro is doing absolutely nothing. Take off João Pedro, put on Gu, keep that midfield structure, keep that solidity. Why is this man taking off our midfielder to try to go all guns blazing? It did not work. We conceded another goal. We could have conceded. This game should be 5-1, 6-1 to Leeds. This is utter embarrassment. And this is why I'm saying to you that when I hear people say that, oh, Chelsea is in the title race. Title race what? It must be the title race that it is for the title of being the most stupid club ever. Or the title race to be the most flip-flop club ever. Because that's the only title that they can get. The title for being a disgrace. Every December since 2018 has been the same stupidness non-stop. December. And as I said before, they say this is the most wonderful time of the year. When it comes to Chelsea, it's the worst time of the year for them because it's like they feel like, oh, it's Christmas time. It's time to give. We're gonna give gifts. We're gonna give points. We're gonna give everything because we care about the community. And this is what they do. It's embarrassing. How are you losing this way? How? Tosin should have been taken off. But I'm telling you, Maresca has favourites. There's absolutely no reason for him to have taken off Badiashile, kept on Tosin, who was the I don't even want to curse, because I'm not supposed to be cursing. You don't take off. You don't take off a defender who's a very good ball-playing defender for an absolute garbage ball-playing defender. Tosin is garbage. I don't know why what is it that and this Man City obsession? This Man City obsession of Tosin was at Man City. So João Pedro, you dumb idiot! Oh my gosh. Oh my lord. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. You're losing 3-1 to Leeds. Leeds United. I think that just came up. You're losing 3-1. Oh my gosh. And you're telling me that people think that we could actually challenge for the league with this squad. I told you, people think that this squad is so beautiful. It is shit. This squad is shit. We have only one starting 11. And if we don't have those players starting, the team goes into collapse. It is stupidness. And I've told people this for so long. Don't be fooled by one-off wins. Don't be fooled by a glorious win against a Barcelona who was they literally had injuries galore. They had no midfield. They were missing Pedri. They're all over the place. And an Arsenal team that underestimated Chelsea, fine. But it should not be a case where you want to win league or you want to challenge for the league, but yet, we don't have all our players available. Stupidness. And this is why I have to give Maresca credit. Maresca's always said that we're not in the title race, so he knows the fact that the team has frailties, but he does not know that the frailties need to be addressed. That is a problem with Maresca. He knows that the team is not good enough, but yet because he knows that it's not good enough, he still decides to do the same shit. That is what you know what, I'm gonna stop before my blood pressure gets risen any further, because this man is absolutely stupid. If he makes me feel as if I was Chelsea manager and I had his age, I would win a lot for Chelsea, because you need to understand your players. Tosin is not a good ball playing defender. Why are you keeping a player that is struggling against a high pressing team? A team that's trying to press. They realize the mistakes. And I don't understand this. Why is it that we as spectators can recognize what the manager cannot? And he's seeing this every single day. And he clearly watches the game. How can you rewatch the game and not see the same shit?
All right, so you guys get the gist of it. I went on to say other things in that voice message I had to share, because that was my raw reaction. And of course, some people will say that let's wait a few hours. Don't get your raw reaction because you're able to analyze the game after. But I'm not like that. I'm not like that. I'm gonna say it like how I see it. Not when delusion kicks in, or not when things are just so beautiful. I agree that if you're heated, you should calm down. And that is why I wanted to show that one before I go into speaking. This stream is not going to be long because I don't have all night. I don't have all evening. I don't have all of that. I want to quickly just get this over with. I just want to give my thoughts, because I'm not in the best health right now. But I had to do this stream because I need to get my frustration out there. Chelsea Sessions is known for being a space where you can express your feelings, whether good thoughts, bad thoughts, or everything in between. But Enzo was too passive today. I agree with you, SKFC. Thank you very much, Blue Line Chelsea, for the £2 donation. Thank you very much for the £2 donation. I appreciate it significantly. I'm going to take a short break because I'm really struggling to breathe right now. I'll be right back. You hear me? Hello? You know what is funny? You know what is funny? You said you could only say. What is what we have before? Yes. Almighty to the The 8th and 9th. The 8th. Okay. We're not, it's gonna be days before the holiday, before the Christmas holiday. I'm gonna be done before that. That's not gonna happen, but it's going to be the after. Right, that was longer than I expected, but anyways, but yeah, what I'm gonna do is this. There are many things wrong. There's so many things I could say. I'm gonna quickly just go through the chat here. Um, um, okay, so in the, I'm just going to the. Um, I'm just checking what SK has said here. Tosi can play another game for the club. Leeds were on a 4 game losing streak, 100%. So that's the thing. As I'm saying, we're not Chelsea. We're not Chelsea Football Club. We're Christmas Football Club. We gift gifts. If you're ever in, if you ever need a, a good time, or you wanna get back into the good ways, just play against Chelsea, in December or any time at all, and you are back to where you wanna be. Um, I mean, it's it's just what it is, It's just what it is. I just have to laugh. As I said, big up to the Blue Line Chelsea. Thank you for making that £2 donation. I appreciate it. But it's it's actually very funny to me because, as I said in that voice message, and I'm going to round off in about 7 minutes because I'm not going to really say much otherwise. What I will say is this: quite simply, this is what I'm going to say. Um, Chelsea Football Club has prided itself for years on being the underdogs. But like how you have in mathematics or you have in the world of physics, you have a positive and a positive can be a positive. A negative and a negative can lead to a positive, or it can also lead to a negative in certain interval. A positive and a negative can lead to a negative. All of those stuff can happen. And I'm telling you, an underdog club against an underdog in a match leads to the underdog for the match winning. That is the case with Chelsea and any team that are the underdogs. Because when it comes to defying the odds, Chelsea's your club. But if you want a club that whenever they see somebody who is an underdog, they're like, oh, I know that feeling. I understand that feeling of being the underdog, of having to defy all the odds. Chelsea is I'm telling you, and I said this, I was saying this to a friend of mine, Jerry. I was saying this to a brother of mine, I should say. And I even said it in other groups as well. Chelsea Football Club are the club that, or they're kind. I like to say that I'll do kind things. But Chelsea Football Club, man, Chelsea have shown that they are bigger than I am. Because the kindness that they show in December, man. If there was an award or a title, as I said, the only title Chelsea will win will not be the Premier League title. It will not be the English Premier League title. It's going to be a title of within the name of what that club can be described as. And I'm going to say the title that Chelsea have won now is the title of being a gifting club, the club that gives you gifts. They give you things when you're at your lowest, and they will lift you up when you're at your lowest as well. And I know they have the foundation, they have the Chelsea foundation, and I'm telling you, sometimes I feel as if I feel like the kindness that they show in that foundation kind of seeps into the matches that they should be winning. And I'm saying that is why I'm not going to. I was never going to fall trap to this stupidness where people are saying, "Oh, Chelsea in the title race. They're in the title race. Oh, Chelsea in the title race." And I want to see what's going to happen because if we go to December, we can do this. Yeah, that's true. If we go to December, we can do this or we can do that. But the fact of the matter is, Chelsea Football Club have shown for the last 7 to almost 8 years that when it comes to delivering in December, they cannot do it. And of course, this is just one match. But dropping such vital points, if you want to project yourself as being a person that is in the conversation at least, you don't lose to Leeds. You do not lose to Leeds United. It is absolutely unacceptable. You don't lose to Leeds United because if you lose Leeds United, you project yourself as a club that is unserious. And of course, that is the situation. Anyways, I'm just gonna let this digress within the scope of everything else. And this is it. Chelsea Football Club is a club that I have proudly said, and I will support the club no matter what. I have said numerous on the men's team at least. I've said so many times that I'm not going to watch certain matches for the rest of the season. Last year I said that, or last season I said that. And quite frankly, quite simply, I have said that I'm not going to do that, and then I opted to do it because at the end of the day, it has become a tradition for me every season, or most of the seasons that I have been alive to see, that I will support them no matter what. That's just it. I don't know. It is a sort of relationship that I don't recommend for anybody who is not a football fan or a Chelsea fan, because the level of toxicity, I'm telling you, if you're a Chelsea fan, and people always make this joke, if you are a Chelsea fan, when it comes on to relationships, otherwise, you will have the patience that it's over it's the word is even evading me now, but it transcends, it goes beyond the level of any relationship you can have with another human being. Because at the end of the day, Chelsea will test your patience, they will get you angry, and then you'll say, you know what, I still love this club. I still love this club. I still love. That is just going to be the case. You still love. Because, and I'm telling you, it's toxic. The relationship that you will have with a club like Chelsea Football Club, especially in the last decade, is going to be toxic. Some days you're going to be happy, you're going to have some good days with them, and some other days are going to be like you can't stand them. You don't even want to hear the name. That is the definition of a toxic relationship. And that is why Chelsea Football Club capitalize on that title. That's what I'm saying. The only title race that Chelsea Football Club are in is the title race of being a club that is the kindest club you'll ever come across. I'm telling you, it is no wonder Chelsea has so many fans across the world, because their level of kindness is one that people who did not grow up with their parents will say that this is a club that I love because they love me, because they satisfy my needs. If I'm having a bad day, typically if they don't have a day where they want to be gifting gifts, they will deliver. I'm going to say this about Berska as well. I said this about Berska in the voice message that I played for the first couple of minutes of the stream. And as I said, I'm going to round off very soon. But I just want to quickly end with this. Enzo Maresca, you have shown that you can step up against the big echelons of managers. But when it comes to managers who are typically in a situation where, you know, the job may be on the line, and they need to kick up the rear view, if you get what I mean. Chelsea Football Club, Enzo Maresca at the helm, he will be the manager to help you. I'm telling you, though, and my good friend Jerry would say this. Enzo Maresca, if I were to meet him, and this is what Jerry would say, if he was to meet Enzo Maresca, and I will say the same. If Maresca is outside and it's raining or whatever the case may be, and I see him shivering outside, I'm not gonna close the door in his face. I'm gonna invite him in. I'm gonna say, you know what? How can I help? And that's what I will do. And you know, I feel like Maresca has taken that sort of thinking to the next level, because I think that's what has happened. I don't understand this logic, and this is where I get so pissed. You have Josh Achenkpong, and I'm gonna give this disclaimer: if Josh Achenkpong is not sharp, if he picked up a knock prior to the game or something happened, fine. I understand why you don't start him. But why is Chalobah playing as a right back? Why is Trevor Chalobah playing as a right back with a dodgy centre back pairing? Why? 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 You decided to award Chalobah for his meritocracy for what he did against Arsenal, scoring a goal with one of the best defenders against Arsenal. Fine, no problem. Start Chalobah. It's warranted. But why in God's name are you playing Tosin, who has not played for the last 3 games at least? 3 games! And beside Badia Shield, no less. A centre back who needs coverage, who needs support, who needs someone to help him. And I get it. On paper, I understand. Because Tosin is a quote unquote experienced defender. But you have seen it. There's a reason why you don't trust him. There's a reason why you yourself, Mariska, said that you want another centre back. Because Levi Cole is injured, you want another centre back. Why is it that you decide in a game where you claim that you rewatch the games and you rewatch the mistakes and you rewatch this and you rewatch that, and you're telling me that these players, you claim that you watch all 30 games on the Pochettino, and you're telling me that the same thing that Pochettino was being criticized for, he was being castigated for. You are telling me that you come into the club and you do the exact same thing where you play the same stupid centre-back pairing, a pairing of centre-backs who look shaky, a centre-back who looks like they need someone to put their hands around them and say, let me guide you, let me teach you what you need to do. That is what you decide to do, and that is why Maresca does not have my complete respect. Because if you are a manager at the top level, this is not schoolboy football. This is not Sunday League football. This is professional football. You're making millions a year. You're making money that only some people can only dream of seeing. And you're telling me, Enzo Maresca, that you saw Tosin Adabayelo make so many mistakes so far this season. A player that you think has experience, but has shown that he can be shaky in distribution, he can be shaky and he can be slow on the ball, and you believe that with beside a Badia Shield, who looks shaky sometimes and has the bozo gene, you're telling me that in a game where if you rewatch the game as you claim, if you rewatch matches from the prior period of the season, you are able to see the flaws, and you're telling me that despite all that, you say, you know what, yeah, or the coaching staff suggested let us play these players, and you agree with them? No, you're a jackass. You're an idiot, and I'm sorry, you're an idiot. You need to be in a mental asylum because it is the definition of insanity. You're doing the same thing over and 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 over again, and expecting and hoping and seeking different results. And it is never going to work because it is the definition of insanity. And if you've seen it, if you claim, if you pride yourself on being a manager who rewatches games, you're telling me that you rewatched certain games where Tosin started and made some cataclysmic decisions, and you believe that against a Leeds United, who are on a 4-game losing streak prior to this match, a team that is so physical, who are going to be desperate for a result at their home ground, you're telling me that Tosin and Badia Shield is the option that you went with. God, I'm asking you to help me because Enzo Maresca and Chelsea Football Club are out to kill me. They try to kill me. They try to weaken my heart even less because I cannot fathom it. I'm a spectator. I'm a Chelsea fan. I'm a person who has never coached professionally. And even I could see with my one good eye that I have, the one eye that does not suffer from astigmatism, I can see it. Sometimes my eyes are crossed. And you're telling me that I can see it. And Enzo Maresca, the Italian Lex Luthor, the one who was come to destroy, could not see that the decision that he opted to make was wrong. I was gonna give him credit at halftime when he brought out Neto because Neto scored fantastic. He brought out Gusto, fantastic. It was starting to work. But you kept on Tosin Adamayelo, the player who was doing so badly in that first half. You're rewarding that shit show performance from him in that first half by continuously playing him in that second half. And then what happens? You get rewarded for that stupidness because he gives away a goal, literally. Garbage manager. And that is why I'm saying it. Chelsea, you will never win anything on the Maresca that looks like a Premier League title because you are a poor cup manager. And when I said this on another stream, I was attacked by a glorified Manchester United fan because I am saying that, oh, Maresca is a cup manager. But it's the truth. I can only go off what I've seen him win. He's only won cups. He's a cup manager. Maresca is a cup manager. He won a Club World Cup. He won a glorified friendly in the Conference League, and a competition where Chelsea did not win. It would have been an embarrassment. And you're telling me that I should respect Maresca for that? No, you're taking the piss. You're generally taking the piss because I don't respect that. I know Chelsea as a club that has won titles, that have had glory hunters, mentality monsters, not managers who believe that, oh, you should shut up because you underestimated us just because you won a Conference League trophy. The same competition that West Ham, who are in relegation scrap right now, won a couple of years ago. You want to be respected for winning the Conference League. When Chelsea Football Club won the Champions League, the Europa League, who's a B-tier competition in UEFA, and you telling me that we should respect you because you won the Conference League. Oh my gosh. He's completed football. Chelsea have won everything that they can win in football at club level. But they won every European trophy. Awesome. Fantastic. Glory to God. Stupidness. Garbage. Ridiculous. I am done with Maresca because Maresca is an idiot. Nobody can convince me otherwise. He's an idiot. And I'd like to think that for a person who claims that he rewatches games, that he would be able to see that the players that he utilized today were going to be a mismatch. They were not going to perform at the highest level. And you're telling me that he still saw it. I said, yeah. Tosin is doing very good. Let's keep on Tosin. Let us take off the better, although both of them were shaky, the better of the two in Madia Shield. Keep on Tosin, who made a very massive mistake in that first half. Chelsea could have gone 2-0 down earlier on in that match, and you keep him on. Anyways, you know what? I'm not going to let Chelsea and Maresca kill me. So, with that being said, thank you to everybody that tuned in. Thank you very much to Blue Line Chelsea for the £2 donation yet again. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate the support. It goes a very long way. I thank everybody who commented. I thank Nightbot for being here, for promoting the stream and promoting videos on the channel as well. But I'm done talking because at the end of the day, I can't afford to let Maresca kill me. I can't let Chelsea kill me because that is what they're aiming for right now. They're aiming to kill me. They're trying to kill me mentally, and I can't afford it. I can't afford to be killed off mentally. I've already gone through too much things this year for Chelsea Football Club. The one space that I thought could give me some sort of happiness, at least once a week, if not any other day, I'm not happy. I think I could count on Chelsea. Nah, man, that was the wrong decision to make. I'm sorry. I am sorry because Chelsea Football Club is the devil that has been set upon me. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope for all the Chelsea fans that you don't let this result kill you. If you're as passionate about the club as I am, I hope it doesn't kill you. But thank you for watching, and as I said, CFC doesn't stand for Christmas for Chelsea Football Club. It stands for Christmas Football Club, a club that gives away gifts in December and will always give gifts when it matters. Thank you very much.